Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to show you how to cut the pattern for the asymmetry dress you are seeing on the screen. The first thing you need is your bodice block. I'm going to work with the front and back bodice block. The next thing you want to do, you want to separate the pattern so that you can work well. The next thing you want to do, extend the bodice to your gown length where you want it to be, on the nail, above the nail, below the nail, or anything. Just extend it to your desired length. You're going to repeat the same thing for the back bodice as well. You can see we have the back bodice here, and I've also extended the bodice to get our gown length. To get the neckline for this dress, you're going to move up from the bust point, your bust radius plus 1 inches. You can also use your bust radius, but if you don't want your cleavage to show, please use your bust radius plus 1 inches to get the neckline of this dress. So now you're going to rule a straight line across that point. From your shoulder point, come in by 1.5 or 2 inches and connect this point to the bust point, the shoulder to the bust point. Now that you've connected the shoulder to the bust point, make sure that your straight line at the neckline is touching that slant line. So after that, because you don't want the neckline to gape, you're going to contour it. So from that point where it touches the line coming from the shoulder line, you're going to come in by 0.75 or 1 inches to contour that part, so that when you wear this dress, the neckline will not be open, it will relax against your skin. What we call this in fashion is the neck tightening. We call it the neckline tightening. Now let's do the underbust contouring. Make sure your underbust measurement and mark. Rule a straight line across the mark points. This line that you just rule is your underbust line. Now you're going to contour the underbust. You're going to come in. You're going to come in and out of this line from the dark length by 0.75 of an inch, that is half and quarter of an inch. Then you're going to draw your curve. You can use your curve rule, or you can use your hand. I think my hand work perfectly well when I do it, so most time I use my hand. Connect the contouring amount to the waist dart, and that's that for the underbust tightening. The next thing you want to do from this point, you want to extend the dart line to the hem line. Remember, this is an asymmetry dress, so we have divided the pattern into panels. Now come down from the waistline by 2 inches and draw a curve into the dart line. Take your time and draw a curve. I told you my hand worked perfectly well. I learned this from the best pattern maker, Auntie Vic. She knows how to draw with your hand, her hand. Draw curves, neckline is so good. So I'm going to label my pattern 1, 2, 3. Now the next thing you want to do, you want to cut it out. So remove the part that we don't want in this pattern. After you cut it out, this is what you should have. Now we are going to work on that first part, which has the bust dart. We are going to eliminate the bust dart. Now to do that, you're going to come in from the bust point by 1 inches and retrace your darts. After retracing the dart, you are going to snip from the bust point to meet that 1 inches point and close your bust darts. Now I'm just trying to retrace my darts. After I've done that, you can see I've snipped it up to the 1 inches point, and I'm going to close the darts. After closing the darts, you're going to use your paper tape to pin it down. Please be careful. You can see to have a little opening in the front like so. Then you're going to get a fresh pattern paper to fill in that opening you have here. Use a paper tape to hold the bust darts together. Then you're going to get another paper, place it under that bust point. Then you tape it down before you go ahead and retrace your bust curve. And this is what your pattern should look like. We have the front, we have the side seam, we have the asymmetry design that is going to be at the other side. So this is what you should have. I'm just trying to tape this down so that you can see what the front pattern look like. And that is the asymmetry design that goes towards the side seam. Now let's work on the back part of this pattern. This is the back. You repeat the same thing that you did for the front. The first thing you want to do here, you want to come in 1 inches, 1.5 or 2 inches from the shoulder point, like what you did at the front. From the waistline, you're going to come up 2 inches or 1 inches, depending on what you want for the waist. Now, from that 1 inches or 2 inches point, you're going to extend a constant of 2 inches line, straight line, towards the side of the um, dress. Now you're going to connect your shoulder to your waist, your new waistline, like so. You can see that we have our cup. Now you want to contour this back so that you won't have any gap. Extend the dart to the across back line. You call it the chest line. Then you draw your dart. So by doing so, you have eliminate any gaping that you have at the back. Now the next thing you want to do, you want to close this dart and retrace your back. You notice that when you withdraw your dart, the line has broken. Now you're going to fold your dart like so and withdraw your curve. After withdrawing the back curve, this is what you should like, not the back of this, not at the back neckline. Now extend the dart to the hem like you did for the front. Come down from the sideways by 2 inches into the side seam and withdraw the asymmetric curve that you did for the front. The next thing you want to do, you want to cut out your pattern. This is what you should have at the end of the day. After that, bring out the front and back asymmetry pieces. You see I'm labeling the front and back. Join the side seam like the way you see me doing in the video. And the next thing you want to do, you want to draw your slash line on these patterns. The next thing you want to do after joining this piece together is to draw your slash line. After drawing your slash line, cut it out and add fullness like the way you see me doing in the video. Make sure they align, and before you do that, draw a straight line at the hem. Just draw a straight line so that when you place the pattern on a straight line, it will rhyme along the hem. So I forgot to do that. Just draw a straight line before adding your fullness to your slash pattern. So I've drawn the fullness, and now you're going to start placing the stuff, your slash pattern on the line. Now after cutting that out, I'm just bringing out all my pattern pieces, and this is what we have after adding fullness to the asymmetric part of this pattern. Now this is what you're going to have. You're going to have one full piece that will join the front and back asymmetric parts of this pattern together, and this is what you should have at the end of the day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumb up, like and share my video.